Hello, Namaste. This is Dr. B. M. Vinod Kumar, Assistant Professor of Economics, JVR Government Degree College, Sattupalli, Khammam District. Today, I am going to discuss about the most important topic of macroeconomics is measurement of national income, in which the third method, expenditure method, is going to be discussed. In the earlier videos, I have discussed measurement of national income methods. First method, production method, and second method, income method. In this video, I am going to discuss about expenditure method. Before going to before going to in detail, as already I am telling you, as for the Commissioner of College Education, Telangana, Hyderabad, orders, every lecturer has to prepare e-content on their own subjects. In this process, I am attempting this video for the benefit of our children. Coming to point, coming into details, yes, as already we have discussed about the meaning of national income and discussed about the measurements, different measurements of national income, in which production method and income method have already discussed in the previous videos. In this video, I would like to give the complete picture of expenditure method of national income estimation methods. Okay, before going to in detail, just I would like to give the definition of national income. What is national income? National income is national income is defined as the total money value of all final goods and services produced by a country during a period of 1 year. That means the total amount of income acquired by a country from all economic activities during a period of 1 year. National income consists of a collection of money values of different types of goods and services. National income is a flow, is not a stock. So, as for the definition, we can say the national income is the contribution of all sectors of contribution. To measure the national income, there are three different ways to measure the GDP or national income, corresponding to the three phases of circular flow of income, that are production income, income, and expenditure. There are three different methods of measurement of national income based on this circular flow of income. One is product method, and second one is income method. Third one is expenditure method. Product method also called as value added method. These three methods of calculating of GDP yields the same result, because national product is equal to national income is equal to national expenditure. So these three methods of calculating of GDP yields the same result. Which of the three methods should be used depends on a number of factors, in which the third one is expenditure method. Expenditure method measures final expenditure on gross domestic product at market prices or GDP at market prices during a year. This expenditure method measures final expenditure of gross domestic product at market prices. Gross domestic product, the product, goods and services produced in the particular territory of the country. Gross domestic product at market prices during a year. That means expenditure method measures national income at the disposal stage. Expenditure method measures national income at the disposal stage. Thus, that is the disposal of final goods. Expenditure method is also called as a flow of expenditure method, consumption and investment method, income disposable method. income disposal method. There are so many names for this expenditure method. Depends upon the performance, depends upon the process followed in the measuring of national income. Since all domestically produced goods and services are purchased for final use either by consumer for consumption or by producer for investment. Therefore, we take sum of final expenditure on consumption and investment. This sum equals to GDP at market prices. Here we should consider the consumption of producers of consumption of producers, consumption of households. For example, consumers consumption expenditure and producers investment expenditure all together. By adding these all together, we will get the GDP at market prices. Final expenditure is the expenditure made on the purchase of domestically produced goods and services for final use. This is final consumption and investment. So, this sum is equal to GDP at market prices. Consumption and investment, consumption expenditure and investment expenditure of the country during a period of 1 year will by adding these two expenditures, consumption expenditure and investment expenditure, we will get GDP at market prices. Okay, coming to under this expenditure method, national income is calculated first by adding up all items of final consumption expenditure and final investment expenditure within the domestic economy. As already I have mentioned that one, in the domestic territory of the country during a period of 1 year, the final consumption expenditure and the final investment expenditure will be added in the process of calculation of GDP at market prices in the expenditure method. So this is resulting total is called GDP at market prices. That means national income calculated by adding consumption expenditure and final investment expenditure within the domestic country, resulting the total GDP at market prices. By subtracting depreciation, that is D, and net indirect taxes, that is NIT, net indirect taxes from GDP at market prices, and adding to its net factor income from abroad, will get a net national product at factor cost or NNP at factor cost. This is nothing but national income. So while after adding consumption expenditure of the country and final and investment expenditure of the country, you will get a gross domestic product at market prices. For this gross GDP at market prices, if we subtract the depreciation and net indirect taxes, we will get a GDP at market prices, and adding to its net factor income from abroad, we will get net national product factor cost or national income. Thus, under expenditure method, national income is measured at the point of actual expenditure. Keep in mind, income generated by factors of production in the production process is spent by them on final goods and services. Final use of commodity is either for consumption or for investment, and expenditure on them is called final consumption expenditure and final investment expenditure. Respectively, by adding up all these items of final consumption expenditure and final investment expenditure within the domestic economy, we will get the aggregate called GDP at market prices. So this resulting of total is as I told, as I mentioned, that's one GDP at market prices is equal to consumption expenditure, final consumption expenditure, all final consumption expenditure of a country, all investment expenditure of the country, and all government expenditure of the country, plus net exports minus net exports value is called as GDP at market prices. From this, by subtracting the depreciation and the net indirect taxes from GDP at market prices, and adding to its net factor income from abroad, will get a net national product at factor cost, net national product at factor cost, NNP at factor cost, or this is nothing but national income. Symbolically say, NNP at factor cost is equal to national income is equal to GDP at market prices minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net income from abroad, net factor income from abroad. Okay, we will get NNP at factor cost. Okay, next coming to there are so many steps involved in expenditure method while calculating national income. The expenditure method involves the 3 steps while calculating national income. Step one is identification of economic units, and step 2 is a classification of final expenditure, and step 3 is a measurement of final expenditure. First of all, we should identify the economic units. In the second step, we should classify the final expenditure, and in third step only we can measure the final expenditure. In step 1, in the process of identification of economic units, it involves identification of economic units incurring final expenditure. For example, household sector final expenditure, producer or industry sector expenditure, government sector expenditure, and rest of the world sector expenditure. In the process of calculating national income by using expenditure method, the second step involved classification of final expenditure. It involves classification of final expenditure, classification of final aggregate expenditure or final expenditure into the following components. One is final consumption expenditure, and second one is a final investment expenditure. Third one is a net exports. So, coming to classification of final expenditure, in final consumption expenditure, there are 2 components. One is a private final consumption expenditure, and second one is government final consumption expenditure. In final investment expenditure, there are 3 components. One is gross domestic fixed capital formation. Second one is change in stocks. Third one is net acquisition of valuables. And in net exports, the net value of exports minus imports will be equal to net exports. In the process of expenditure method, the third step is measurement of final expenditure. It involves measurements of final aggregate expenditure by adding all the above expenditures. For example, private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic fixed capital formation, change in stocks, net acquisition values, and net exports. These all will be added. These six components will be added together in the process of estimation of national income by using expenditure method. See, let us now in detail about what is final consumption expenditure and what is final investment expenditure. Final consumption expenditure. Final consumption expenditure is incurred by two factors. One is final consumption expenditure of general government. Consumption expenditure by the government or expenditure spent by the government. And private final, second one is private final consumption expenditure. That means private households, including private non-profit institutions, serving households like NGOs, like Red Cross societies, or like any other NGOs. So this is also known as private final consumption expenditure. In the final consumption expenditure, there are two components. One is government expenditure and second one is households expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure. That means the sum of the total of final consumption expenditure incurred by general government and households constitute the aggregate final consumption expenditure of the economy. Final consumption expenditure is equal to final consumption expenditure by general government, FCEGG, plus private final consumption expenditure, that is nothing but households final consumption expenditure, including non-profit institutions like NGOs, like Red Cross societies, like that. The total expenditure, private final consumption expenditure will the aggregate of these two, final consumption expenditure by general government and final consumption expenditure by households. So we will get a final consumption expenditure. Symbolically, we can say FCE is equal to, FCE means final consumption expenditure, and FCEGG is equal to final consumption expenditure by general government. PFCE is equal to private final consumption expenditure. Okay. Next. Let us know about what is a final consumption expenditure by government. What is final consumption expenditure by government? Final consumption expenditure of the government is the net current expenditure on goods and services incurred in providing services of government administrative departments. That means net current expenditure on goods and services incurred in providing services of government administrative departments. It is estimated as follows. Final consumption of expenditure of the government is equal to expenditure on intermediate consumption by government plus expenditure on compensation of employees, that is wages, salaries in cash or kind, plus consumption of fixed capitals. Three components are there. Three components are there on final consumption expenditure by government. One is expenditure on intermediate consumption by government plus expenditure on compensation of employees or expenditure on giving salaries and wages, and consumption of fixed capitals plus expenditure on direct purchase of goods and services abroad minus receipts from sale of goods and services by the government. Okay. Final consumption expenditure of government is the net current expenditure on goods and services incurred in providing services of government administrative departments. It is estimated that final consumption expenditure of government is equal to expenditure on intermediate consumption by the government plus expenditure on compensation of employees, that are salaries in cash or kind, plus consumption of fixed capitals plus expenditure on direct purchases of goods and services abroad minus receipts from the sale of goods and services by the government. Okay, coming to what is a private final consumption expenditure? What is private final consumption expenditure? Let us know about private final consumption expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure is incurred by consumer households and private non-profit institutions serving households. Private final consumption expenditure is incurred by two players. One is a consumer of households and the second one is private non-profit institutions serving households like NGOs or Red Cross societies like that. Consumer households final consumption expenditure. In this, we include only resident households and not non-resident households. A private final consumption expenditure is incurred by households on new durable and non-durable goods and services, including own account of production of goods and services, deducting their net sales of second-hand goods. That means private final consumption expenditure is incurred by households only on that too on non-durable goods and durable goods and services. Non-durable goods means milk, bread, like that. Food items. Durable goods means refrigerator, TV, fan, like this. Including own account of production of goods and services, deducting the net sales of second-hand goods. Private final consumption expenditure by households is equal to private final consumption expenditure by households is equal to, see, expenditure on new durable and non-durable goods and services, new durable goods and non-durable goods and services, imputed gross rent on gross rent of owner occupied buildings, gross rent of imputed gross rent of owner of own occupied buildings, and food grains and other items produced for final consumption, plus benefits like wages and salaries, rent-free accommodation, non-durable goods and services received in kind, plus net value of gifts received in kinds, plus direct purchases abroad. From these, we should deduct net sales of second-hand goods and sales of scraps and waste. We should subtract the value of net sales of second-hand goods and the value of sales of scraps and wastes should be subtracted from these all activities. That means private final consumption expenditure by households is nothing but expenditure on durable and non-durable, new durable and non-durable goods and services, imputed gross rent of owner occupied buildings, plus food grains and other items produced for final consumption, benefits like wages, salaries, rent-free accommodation, and non-durable goods and services received in kind, plus net value of gifts received in kinds, plus direct purchases abroad, minus net sales of second-hand goods and sales of scraps and wastes. Okay, and coming to what is that one is private final consumption expenditure of households, and what is private final consumption expenditure of a private final consumption expenditure by non-profit institutions refer to the consumption expenditure incurred by non-profit institutions. Private final consumption expenditure by non-profit institutions like NGOs and Red Cross societies is equal to expenditure on the purchase of goods and services plus compensation of employees plus net value of gifts in kinds received from the government, production enterprises, and rest of the world, minus net sales of second-hand goods and sales of scrap waste. Okay, so here private final consumption expenditure incurred by households like this, and private final consumption of expenditure by non-profit institutions like this. Okay, from in case of non-profit institutions like NGOs, is the consumption is equal to expenditure on the purchase of goods and services plus compensation of employees plus net value of gifts in kind received from the government, production enterprises, and rest of the world. The value of gifts received from government, production enterprises, and rest of the world. Okay, coming to final investment expenditure. The second one is final investment expenditure. First one is final consumption expenditure, and second one is final investment expenditure. What is final investment expenditure? Final investment expenditure refers to expenditure incurred on investment by producers or households and government. Here we should know about two concepts. One is gross domestic capital formation, GDCF, net domestic capital formation. Gross domestic capital formation means gross domestic capital formation is defined as the sum of gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock in year and net acquisition of valuables. NAV is equal to value of acquisition less value of disposal by enterprise, government, and households. Symbolically, we can say GD, gross domestic capital formation. Gross domestic capital formation, CF. This is CF. Gross domestic factor expenditure is equal to gross domestic formation. Okay, this one is gross domestic capital formation. GDFC is defined as the sum of gross domestic fixed capital formation plus this one is stocks, change in stocks, and this one is net acquisition of valuables. Symbolically, we can say GDFC is equal to GDFCF plus CS plus NAV. Okay. And coming to non-domestic capital formation, first one is gross domestic capital formation, and second one is net domestic capital formation. Net domestic capital formation, NDFC, is equal to the differences of gross domestic capital formation and current replacement cost. This is nothing but the depreciation. CRC known by different names as a consumption of fixed capital, CFC, or capital consumption, CC, or depreciation. Symbolically, we can say NDFC, net domestic capital formation, is equal to NDCF is equal to GDCF minus CRC. So next, in the final stage, third stage, as we already discussed, in the third stage we should calculate the gross domestic product at market prices. The estimation of gross domestic product at market prices is sum total of the above 5 items what we already mentioned: households expenditure, government expenditure, and investments, private investments, net exports income, which are already mentioned. These 5 are sum of total 5 items gives the value of gross domestic product at market prices, GDP at market prices. Okay, that means GDP at market prices is equal to, already we have discussed that GDP at market prices is equal to private final consumption expenditure. That is nothing but we can say now we can say this one as a consumption expenditure, and government final consumption expenditure. We can say this is as a government expenditure, and gross domestic capital formation. We can say this is a investment expenditure plus net exports. So we can say this one is a X minus M. Symbolically, we can say GDP at market prices is equal to CE plus GE plus IE plus X minus M. We can also say C plus I plus G plus X minus M. In expenditure method, while we are calculating on the national income in expenditure method, we can say GDP at market prices is equal to C plus I plus I plus G plus X minus M, or C plus G plus I plus X minus M. Okay. By deducting depreciation and net indirect taxes from GDP at market prices, we will get net domestic product at factor cost. By deducting depreciation and net indirect taxes, we will get GDP at market prices. So here we should keep in our mind, net indirect taxes means total indirect taxes minus subsidies given. IT minus S is equal to net indirect taxes NIT. So symbolically we can say national net domestic product at factor cost is equal to as already mentioned C plus G plus I plus E plus X minus M, or C plus G plus I plus X minus M. This is nothing but EDP at market prices. NDP at market prices is equal to GDP at market prices minus depreciation D minus NIT. This is a net indirect taxes. Or we can also write like this: NDP at factor cost is equal to GDP at market prices minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes. Okay, here this is also wrong. So this is equal to, and by adding net factor income from abroad, to net domestic product, net factor cost, or NDP at factor cost, or domestic income, we will get net national product at factor cost, NNP at factor cost. NNP at factor cost, net national product at factor cost, is nothing but national income. Symbolically, we can say net national product at factor cost, NNP at factor cost, is equal to C plus G plus E plus X minus M. This is nothing but GDP at market prices minus depreciation and minus net indirect taxes. This is all together we can call as net domestic product at factor cost. Net domestic, this one is net domestic product at factor cost plus NFIA is equal to net national product at factor cost. Okay. And net factor income. What is net factor income? Already we added net factor income to the net domestic product at factor cost. Okay. So net factor income means net factor income from abroad means it is defined as an income attributable to factor services rendered by the normal residents of the country to the rest of the world, less minus factor services rendered to them by the rest of the world. NFIA includes net compensation of employees, net income from property and entrepreneurship, net retained earnings of resident companies abroad. these net factor income includes these components, and finally we will get net national productive factor cost or national income. Okay, precautions. Precautions to be taken while using expenditure method. In order to have correct estimates of national income based on expenditure method, the following precautions should be taken. In one word, we can say following items of expenditure should not be included. See, first one is expenditure on second-hand goods is excluded. But that means expenditure on second-hand goods is not to be included. While we are calculating or to get correct estimates of national income, we should exclude the expenditure done for the second-hand goods is to be excluded, and expenditure on all intermediate goods and services or semi-furnished goods are to be excluded. To avoid double counting, expenditure on intermediate goods and services or semi-furnished goods are to be excluded. For example, purchase of vegetables by restaurant, expenses on electricity by factory, etc. are not included as they are for intermediate consumption. And third one is government expenditure on all transfer payments is excluded. Government expenditure on all transfer payments such as scholarships, unemployment allowances, old age pensions, etc. is excluded because no productive service is rendered by the recipients in exchange. In return, they have even they didn't render any services for these payments. So we should exclude the total transfer payments of government. So while we are calculating the national income in expenditure method, and the fourth one is imputed expenditure on own account output should be included. Imputed expenditure on own account output. This is nothing but owner occupying his house or self-consumed output by farmer should be included. Self-consumed consumed output by farmer or owner occupying house. Owner occupying house, the value of owner occupying house is also be included. And coming to fifth point, expenditure on purchase of old shares, bonds, or new shares and bonds, etc. Is excluded. For example, expenditure on purchase of old shares and bonds or new shares and bonds, etc. is excluded because it is not payment for goods and services currently produced. It shows mere transfer of property from one person to another. Likewise, gifts from abroad which bring transfer payment are not included. Okay. Difficulties in calculation of national income in expenditure method. Some of the principal difficulties in measurement of national income through expenditure method are, we can say, consumer durables. There are different opinions regarding consumer durables. Like TVs, refrigerator, washing machines, etc. Should expenditure on these items by the household be treated as a consumption expenditure or investment expenditure. Thus, conventionally, such expenditure is treated as a consumption expenditure. Thus, if refrigerator is bought by a household, it is consumption expenditure. But if it is the same refrigerator is bought by the producer, it is a investment expenditure. Okay, we should keep in our mind consumer durable while we are considering the consumer durables. And second one is inadequate statistics. It is very difficult to get data on consumption expenditure. Like in underdeveloped countries like India, it is very difficult to get data on consumption expenditure. For example, the households and investment expenditure of the households of producers, so particularly in unorganized sector, are not be recorded. It is it is very difficult to get data on consumption expenditure of the households and investment expenditure of the producers, particularly in unorganized sector. Okay, so and coming to some other difficulties, changes in stocks. There are frequent changes in production process and in inventories of the producers. Accordingly, there are frequent changes in inventories of the producers. It is difficult to have a correct picture of the change in stock for calculation of national income. And fourth one is interest on national debit is a controversy. Interest on national debit, it is controversial whether interest on national debit should be included in government expenditure or not. And fifth one is nature of government expenditure. There are difficulties regarding the nature of government expenditure as well. Here also, it becomes difficult to distinguish between consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. For example, expenditure incurred by the government on roads, bridges, etc. is taken as investment expenditure. On the other hand, expenditure incurred on national education, health, etc. is taken as consumption expenditure. Okay, this should be keep in our mind. The conclusion is while we conducting expenditure, while we are considering the expenditure method, we should keep in our mind the difficulties of expenditure method. Coming to conclusion, under expenditure method, national income is calculated first by adding up all the items of final consumption expenditure and final investment expenditure within the domestic economy. The result of total is called GDP at market prices. From this GDP at market prices, by subtracting depreciation and net indirect taxes, we can get net factor income from abroad. By adding net factor income from abroad, we will get a net national product factor cost or NNP factor cost. This is nothing but national income. Thus, under expenditure method, national income is measured at the point of actual expenditure. Thus, through expenditure method of measurement of national income, we can observe that how the factor income earned by factors of production is spent in the form of expenditure on purchases of goods and services produced by firms. Okay, this is about This is all about expenditure method. If any suggestions, questions, queries, whatever it may be, please contact me or please send a mail to me on bajojvinod@gmail.com. Thank you very much.